We are spending a significant amount of money on marketing. Our sales team is putting so hard efforts in reaching out places, meeting so many customers, but unfortunately, we are not able to close the deal much better than our competition. What we should do? In my experience of working with sales team across countries, one thing I noticed is that the sales people, we all become so desperate in closing the sale. In the process, what actually happens is we tend to oversell and we talk a lot about our product and things like that, and eventually we miss out on a greater deal. When we started our international sales initiative to sell our services that we offer in terms of consulting, training, all those services, we started our sales initiative somewhere in 2005 in the Middle East market, to start with Bahrain and Dubai. So our international partner, Mr. Kabir, he took us there, and we started exploring the market. From 2005 to 2007, we have spent close to about a few lakhs and multiple trips, and end of the day we got a tiny assignment. During our marketing or sales initiation, our number of trips, business director of a printing company in Dubai, he gave some fascinating insight about the market in Dubai and what needs to be done, how do companies pitch, and very interesting information he did share with us. In 2005-6, that was actually a peak time for businesses in Dubai. So starting from 2003 to 2005-6, it was a booming time, and for many businesses in Dubai, and especially the business of construction, the real estate and building construction was happening big time. They said the number of cranes in the construction site at Dubai at that point of time was definitely higher than any place on earth. So this was an insight, and he also added on the story about a very interesting story about these companies who are into construction and how those companies are ranked and all that. In Dubai, even today, there are a lot of construction companies. At that point of time, was also even bigger. These construction companies are on different scales. So if you look at those few companies on the top, they were all booked with lot of orders and for years together. So a big investing company, a friend of this particular director that I was talking about, so they had approached to these few companies. So they want to come up with a big project. So they've approached these companies. The first company, then in the ranking, they approached the first company first. So when they approach, they have a huge budget and they want to come up with this interesting construction project. The first company said, no, we cannot do it for you. We are overbooked up to 2012. So then they approached the second company in line. So the second company said, no, we are booked till 2010. So we cannot take up any projects. So they went to the third company. The third company said, till 2008 we are booked. So these people are not knowing what to do. So they wanted again go and try the fourth and fifth and sixth company. So the fourth company were ready to take up the project immediately. The fifth company was even more desperate. The sixth company was even more desperate. So the whole thing is about revolves around the busier you are, the better projects you will get. That's the message that I wanted to talk about. So what exactly we are learning from this story is that in sales, we generally tend to make this mistake of being so desperate when we look at some opportunity, and we started showing desperation, and then we started over pitching, and we tend to do a lot of things. So here what actually happened in this story, the number one company actually stands tall, and the investment company, they actually went ahead with this project with the first person through some high level contacts. So the question here is, when we trying to desperately sell something, we generally fail. We should always keep our pride intact. We should always position our product or services in a different league. And then we should also create an environment in such a way that we are not so desperate about sales, and we are actually trying to make our presentation in such a way the customer is actually buying it. It's not something that we are selling it, right? So this is something that we need to be definitely looking at, and our sales team need to be coached on that. We need to have faith in our company, we need to have faith in our product, and we also need to have faith in ourselves when we actually pitch in for different products or services. Hope you liked it. If you have not subscribed to this channel, please do so. I request all of you to kindly pass on this video to as many people as you can so that they can get benefit out of it. Subscribe it, share it, and like it. Thank you very much.